think it takes a lot of courage to walk through these doors and say that we need help. Once you walk through those doors, there's something that happens when you're here, you know? I can't explain it, there's no words to put to it, it just happens.
If you were to see my record, like on paper, you would see gang involvement and violence and multiple prison terms. But what Homeboys allowed me to do was to show the world like who I really am, the father, the husband, just like a lovable man.
When I walked in through these doors, it was the most important step.
I'm glad for being here at Homeboy Industries. I'm glad that I'm able to help younger homies to try to live a different life. I mean, if I could change, everybody could change.
There's times where I'm in meetings, I feel like sometimes I have to pinch myself because of the life that I have today. I have a life beyond my wildest dreams. Homeboys is the largest gang reentry and rehabilitation center on the planet. But above all those things that we are and that we can provide services to, like all the resources, we're a community of kinship, a place where every single person that walks through that door, they feel like they belong here, like they have a place, they have a seat at the table. That to me is like what Homeboys represents.
I'm Greg Boyle. I'm the founder of Homeboy Industries, and this was founded 33 years ago when I was pastor of a very poor parish that had 8 gangs at war with each other, and I was burying lots of kids. So we started a school and a jobs program. Anyway, it's evolved to this place where you are now, which is our 4th headquarters.
We hire, in society's eyes, like the least likely to succeed. We hire the most violent offenders. We hire people with the most tattoos on their face. We hire the repeat offender. We hire somebody that is not gonna find a job anywhere else. And what does that lead to when you can't find a job anywhere else, when you're already dealing with the barriers of housing and not being able to find employment? What choices does that individual have but to go back to what got him incarcerated in the first place?
If you listen to gang members, they'll say, I just need a job. But if you know gang members, you know healing has to happen first.
What Homeboys has done for people is give them a chance, a second chance at starting their life over. No matter how old you are or what you've done, you could come into these doors and he will not judge you. He has a great group of people in the front that will come in and welcome you and see what you need for your own life to make your life better. So whether that's parenting, substance abuse, domestic violence, you know, women's groups, mental health, pretty much any groups that you need to get your life back in order, we provide.
When we hire them, something special happens here. They begin to see a sense of self-worth, and that has a ripple effect in their lives if they have children.
We're here to help the people that can't get help anywhere else. You know, that felony doesn't really define you. It kind of is just like a piece of your life, but it doesn't make that your life.
If there wasn't a place like Homeboys, if it didn't exist, 2 places where I would possibly be is either dead or in prison. It's a place that's restoring lives, and it's a place that is breaking cycles, generational cycles of gangs, drugs, and alcoholism, poverty. I think that it's also preventative work because, you know, you can trace like just my life, right? To my grandparents, to my mother, and then it stopped with me. My children will never experience the life that I experienced, and they'll never make the decisions that I made. Homies coming here and having a place to heal, not just them as individuals benefit from it, but our communities are safer because of it. So there's good reason to invest in this place.
When I came here, I worked on my GED. And then I decided that, you know what, I want to continue my education. And so becoming a substance abuse counselor, and then now furthering my education, it doesn't only help me, but it helps my granddaughters. You're going to go to college, you know what I mean? It changes the whole conversation at home, you know? So they get to grow up and say, my grandma did this, and I'm gonna do that. And so that's the biggest blessing of this place. It doesn't just change one individual, it can change a whole family. The training program is an opportunity for the individuals to come in and they start to work on themselves. We start to peel off some layers of pain and trauma that they've endured out in the streets. And while they're doing that, they're able to take some groups and classes with that process.
So everybody starts on maintenance and then eventually moves into one of the businesses, the social enterprises. And it's so important because, one, you're giving people a place and a space to heal, But two, you're also giving them like skills that they're gonna need when re-entering back into society or, working at a real 9 to 5. And what we wanna do is be intentional about creating a space and a setting where a person can learn basic skills, like on-the-job training, but also has a community that is tender and compassionate, where they can talk about some of the things that are coming up for them, like what it's like to have a job after being locked up for 30 years.
That first, every time we put it, make it flat.
They come into the bakery with no knowledge of any job skills. So we bring them in and we basically start from A to Z. Clocking in, coming in on a uniform, being on time, communicating your needs, time management, making sure you're doing what you're supposed to do and following company rules. 11 years ago, I would have never thought that I would be the general manager of the bakery. I wouldn't have thought that I would have grown so much. And this was my first job, but I'm still working hard and we're going back to school. So it doesn't end here, there's still more coming forward. The bakery offers fresh products, pastries, breads, cakes, pies, to cafes, diners, restaurants. We do a lot of colleges. We also have our online business. We ship everywhere, all over the US with Gold Valley. Everything we make here at Homeboy Bakery is made fresh every morning from scratch, no preservatives. Customers buying Homeboy products, basically you're just funding us to be able to help more people. We are a nonprofit organization, and every sale, every purchase that is made by customers filters back into the program. So it helps them, it keeps the doors open, it helps them out with the services, tattoo removal. The services that we provide are all free. Nothing costs anything. So all the money that's coming in is paying for those services.
I say this with confidence. We have the best coffee cake in all of Los Angeles and Los Angeles County. When you bite the coffee cake, right, like the top of it, the way that it just crumbles off your top lip, it's just, it's something special about that.
You know that when you buy it, it goes to help poor people, people on the margins, people who, have been dealt a bad hand.
Homeboy Industries is heaven on earth. And this is what I tell people every time I interview them. I said, 2 things are gonna happen right here. I bet my bottom dollar on it. 1, you're gonna fall in love with this place. And 2, this place is gonna fall in love with you. And I hold true to that statement.